I'm a member of parliament for all athletes.
Kenyan takes such pride in the tradition of distance running and said athletes are so respected. Why do you think in the past very few have sort of tried to use that success into politics the way that you have?
I think it's just most of the athletes are very introverted. They keep it to themselves. You know, that's why even the problems most of them have faced, they are not able to share it with anyone because they're introverts. They keep it to themselves. So I am one guy that I'm an outro. You know, I'm not scared of anybody. You know, I'm a guy that stands for myself. So that's the difference now. And I'm trying to bring that out of the athletes. You know, like we took an example. I'll give this an example is the world record holder. You know, the world record holder, Moses is battling a lot of issues with taxation. You know, he's a guy that has just arrived from Kenya, broken the world record. You know, one day, the following day, he gets a letter from the Ministry of Finance. You broke the world record. This is how much you made, and they're guessing. They're looking at what you guys write. They're saying, okay, this is how much you made. This is how much you're supposed to pay in taxes. He hasn't even rested, and he comes to me. You know, the first call he calls me is like, Wesley, I just got a letter from the Ministry of Finance that I need to pay taxes. And he's a world record holder. So he's demoralized the moment he gets back. And
his manager isn't handling that for him. His manager should be handling it. That's what they're for.
So there's a lot of issues that needs to be handled. You know, never comes out. And it's now my duty as a member of parliament to stand up for it.
How much were you affected by going to college here? You mentioned that you were here, you picked your own agent because you came up through this American college system. How much have you been affected by seeing how things are done here? What are plenty of problems here? Being able to see how things can be done differently.
I think everything. I think I am now who I am because of the American system. You know, I think, and that's one thing that puts me apart from every politician. Because I've learned things here, I've known how things are done here. First of all, you know, trying to fight corruption, to be honest, and just do things the right way. I think that's one thing I learned a lot from here. And I've learned that if you do things the right way, you're going to succeed. But in Kenya, a lot of people do things the crooked way, and you find our country being what it is. So one thing that I've learned is to do the right way, stand for what is right, without fear. And I think that's what I've learned. But you know, I think I'm thankful for being in America. You know, if it was in America, I would have never been able to. What America did was he woke up that lion in me. You know, it's like, you know, there was something in me that God put in me, and what America did was turn it on. And now I'm taking it back to Kenya.
Can we just ask you the question we'd ask anybody else? How about this race?
How about this race? Thank you for asking that question. I was wondering how long that was going to take.
That's so fascinating.
We are now here, and I'm excited to be here. I think being in New York Marathon has been a dream of mine. After this race, I would have honestly said I've ran all the major marathons in the US. That's one thing that I'm excited. And I am really, my goal has always and will always be to win all the major marathons in the US. So I've won the Boston Marathon, came very close in Chicago, but I look forward to going back to Chicago to redeem myself with that. And I'm here now, I have a chance in New York Marathon to do one of the things that I want to do. My goal is, before I retire, to win all the major marathons. So I'm here really to win. I'm not here to do anything but to win, because if I win here, I'll have Boston out, New York out, and I go concentrate now. I would love to concentrate for the next 5 years to win Chicago, because that will be my next goal.
Do you think it will suit you to have a race without pacemakers?
Oh, definitely. That's all the races I've won. If you look at it, as all of them has been, because I train by myself.
Yeah.
I train by myself. I do everything by myself. So coming to this race where there's no pacemakers it is something that I'm really looking forward to, because I've done well in every race that doesn't have a pacemaker.
between your mention for championship racing, the lack of a pace station, the nature of the course, do you not have a specific time goal? I mean, are you just, I want to win, I don't care what?
Yeah, I think what I'm going for is definitely going for it. I don't really care about the time. Right now, honestly, with my kind of job, with my kind of life, I think putting yourself to think about time and stressing yourself and killing yourself. I think what is important for me is performing well. Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about the fitness because there's the times that I've been fit and I don't run well. There's times that I haven't been fit and I run well. So I've learned to leave everything to God. I've done the best all I know is I've done the best I can. Every opportunity I got to run, I made sure that I made the best of it. If it's 1 hour I have for running, I did the best I can. If it was a day for long run, I did the best I can. If it was 6 mile tempo, 4 mile tempo, I did the best I can. So I don't know where that will put me, but I know it will put me to be very competitive in this race.
What did you learn about yourself last year as an athlete, just going into Boston, very minimal training?
I think one thing I learned about myself is I have the talent. I got the talent. And also I learned about myself being, I can fight. I'm a big fighter. I don't give up. And I don't care about what other people think and what other people feel like. I care about what I think and what is important for me. I go for it. So that's one thing I learned.
So you were mentioning because of your job, you have, is this a reason why you train alone? Because let's say all the other Kenyan competitive runners, they train in big groups and stuff like this. So
yeah, because of my job, I can't really get myself into the big groups. I can't get myself into a camp. You know, unless I set my own camp. But I ran with my bodyguard. I ran with my bodyguard. The government was...
fit bodyguard.
Yeah, the government...
they run with the guns and
the government was good enough to look for me a 206 marathoner and who was a policeman and gave him a gun. So I trained with him. I've been able to train with him. So we ran and my car follows us next. My driver is also my bodyguard and also is a policeman. So I have two. So he's the one that sits with the gun in the car. My bodyguard really is the one that, is normally, when I'm running, he's the one that runs, make sure if a car is coming behind, if a car is coming front, he runs in front of me to block the car. If the car is coming back, he's behind me to tell the car to slow down. So it's really like that protective.
So he runs more than you then?
I bet he runs more than me.
Back and forth.
Yeah, he's a 206 guy. We found him a race because he had given up running. I ran 206 about 3 years ago. He had given up running and he was about to retire. I got him and I told him let's start running. I've trained with him. He has been in good shape. So he's running a race in China in December.
What's his name?
Charles Serone.
Charles
Serone. He was second in Amsterdam a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Based on
what's his last name?
Serone. Seonei.
Based on what you've seen, to be successful in New York, what do you think it will take to come out with a victory here?
I think it will take patience. I think the way you saw, you think about Meb won here by being patient. When you think about Edgar Diblagat has won here a couple of times being patient. She has won here being patient. I think it will take about being patient and waiting for the right time. And that's what I'm looking to do is just relax, be patient, and wait for the right time. But you have Mutai, who is in really good shape. That's what he says, and he has been training with these guys who have been running good times. So there's a probability of him going for the record. It's a probability. I think it's just for me. I think I come here to be attentive. If the pace sits, I'll sit. If they break out and go, I'm gonna put myself in a position to win. So I will just, how it goes.
So if Mutai goes for it, you go after it?
I'll go with it. That's what I'm ready.
Did you check the coast yet?
No, I never checked the coast. I always go. But I know this. The last part is hilly, so yeah.
Best of luck with it.
I've heard the rest of this, but how's your preparation? You didn't race anything since Boston?
No, I haven't.
And how is Parliament?
Parliament is good. It's good. Trying to balance Parliament and running. It's been fun.
Is Parliament in session all like? How much time does Parliament take up?
It takes up a lot of time. I think definitely because Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I'm in Parliament. But Monday, from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I am training. So when you think about it, is Friday is mostly of traveling because I have to go back to my constituency. So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I'm in Parliament, and I'm in training. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm in Parliament.
You go back to Nairobi?
Yeah, I have to go back to Nairobi. Yeah.
And how far is it from home to Nairobi?
About 5-hour drive.
5-hour drive.
But it's 30 minutes flight, so I either take a flight or...
So is it from the Eldoret Airport?
Yeah.
So how much time do you spend now? And are you spending time in Canada or the States anymore, or is it pretty much all Kenya?
Oh, pretty much all Kenya. I spend, like right now I've been here for about 2 weeks in America. So
Last
really,
2 weeks?
Yeah, that's 2 weeks, yeah.
Down in Louisville?
Down in Louisville, yeah.
Where's your wife?
She's in Kenya.
Kenya.
Yeah, we all moved to Kenya, so she's in Kenya. She's busy right now. She's representing me in a lot of events. She's the first lady, so she's to do a lot.
And how's everyone adapting to the new lifestyle?
She's adapting very well. She's a hard-working lady.
Right.
So she's adapting very well. I think she's frustrated. There's some frustration, but in the long run, I think she's doing good.
And being that you were the first guys as an independent candidate to win a seat like that, and you're a young guy who didn't come from that system, how have you been embraced in the Parliament? Are you looked at as an outsider, or is it very welcoming, or are they afraid of you?
No, I think it's everything. I think they respect me. That's one thing I know.
Yeah.
I get a lot of respect for being the first independent candidate, for running against the odds. So they respect me, and everybody wants to be part of it, because as an independent candidate, you're not tied to any political party. And that's one thing that has worked well for me.
So say again, everyone is doing what with you?
Wants to be with me, because I make friends from both sides. It's not like, oh, you are from this party, you're from this party.
Are they trying to lure you into their orbit?
Yeah.
But that's not why you're there.
No, that's not why I'm there. What I'm there is to be able to represent my people. And they all know, like every time I'm there, I'm saying I'm here because of the people that send me here, not because of any political party that send me here.
Has it been, how eye-opening has it been? I mean, I know that when I first made the drive from Nairobi to Eldoret, and I said, why is the street so bad? I said, because there's a 5-ton weight limit, and everyone in the government owns the 10-ton trucks. So this is the nature of that part of the world.
It is open. It has been a high opening for me. I think one thing that has opened the eye, that has opened for me, the one thing that has been able to really I've been able to see is the potential of the country. The country has
we have
so
a
much
few more minutes left in this session.
So that's the most important thing that I've noticed. But also I've noticed that the reason why Kenya is where it is because of selfish, greedy, and bad leadership.
Selfish, greedy, and what?
Bad leadership.
And
sycophants. People are so like sycophants. People just worship politicians instead of standing for what is right.
But how is but I remember it might not be now, but before you came into office, where the Kenyan parliamentarians the highest paid in the world. In a country with a $1,700 annual wage, it was the highest paid. Every Kenyan official that goes to the Olympics or World Championships gets $1,000 or $2,000 a day. Something insane.
Insane. And that's one thing that even if you guys followed me when I made it to Parliament the first time, that's one thing I fought. I was the only politician to stand against the pay rise, because the politicians wanted to increase their pay, their salary, and I stood against it. I said I don't think it's wrong.
What's the salary for someone in Parliament?
Right now it's about $10,000 a month.
A month.
Yeah.
A month?
A month.
In Kenya?
It used to be. Oh,
Whoa.
It used to be 15. It used to be 15,000.
Used to be 15.
And you get they pay for your transportation back and all of that?
Yeah.
So that's comparable to like.
That's why they go into. That's why they go into office.
That's the reason. It's because people now don't go to office in Kenya because of wanting to send people, but they go there for being rich and making money.
Wow.
That is the problem. It has been an incentive of people going to politics. It's not because you want to do it, but because you want to get rich.
Wasn't it?
About the marathon. In 2011 in Chicago, you made a movement versus influencer. And then in Boston, you always make a move first. Why do you do that?
I think I always say, if I'm here, let me give it all. I think I don't like the kind of marathon where people sit and kick at them. Like, I feel like that's just handing it to them. I want people to walk. I always say we have to separate men from boys. And that's what I always do. I always like to break up the field so that the strong ones can stay because there are always those people that will sit and wait until 100 meters or 200 meters and kick. I don't like that. I didn't work for it.
But you're not really a speed runner.
I'm not a speed runner. Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't work. But you still want to do it?
I think
how you.
I don't know what I'm going to do on this, but on me, I hate the fact that people sit and wait for the kick. I hate that. I wanted to be honest. Let us compete. We're here to compete. Let's run.
So not having a pacemaker in this space probably may work for you because.
I don't know. I hope it works for me.
Well, how's your training been different? I mean, how many kilometers difference is there now that you're working as hard as you are and traveling compared to, when you're doing nothing but focus?
Yeah, I think definitely it's not the same. Right now I was telling people that I am about 20 miles less than what I used to do
per week.
But still I feel like I am better than what I was before Boston. So I'm in between.
Were you in Jersey with training?
Isn't it? No, yeah, I came to Jersey.
What kind of training did you do in there?
No, I just did some speed work. Just with the New Jersey Track Club. But
you did speed work over in Jersey?
Yeah.
When was that, this week?
No, it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
With whom?
With the guys there.
New Jersey.
Yeah, the New Jersey running. Yeah, I got all those good guys there. And I went through.
Hello, you have a couple of